So let me tell you the story of the time that I had to run from a private reading. In fact, it was the last time I ever done one-to-one house visits. So I had two situations very, very close to each other. So the one that made me run was I went in, as always, just I didn't want to meet anybody other than the host. They showed me into the room that I was in. I would set up in the room, and back then I would have like a beautiful tablecloth, and I used to use tarot cards back then, so it showed you how long it was. And I had cards out, and I had like a beautiful Buddha statue, and I had some crystals, and I lit some tea lights and beautiful little holders and stuff. And I really had quite a big setup because I thought like the whole scene would be really great. And not everybody's house that you go into would you have somewhere to sit. God, years and years ago, it would be well, years and years ago, you would end up asking to get sat in someone's bed or whatever, and absolutely not after you would see the state of some beds. So anyway, moving forward, this one particular night, I'm in, and all I ever asked was, if at all possible, could it only be the people in the house that I'm reading for? I understand that's not always the case, but obviously this night particularly they were having, so it was always I would read for 4 people, and there was 9 people in the house that night, and the music got louder and louder, and so therefore the voices got louder and louder. So as that progressed, it then led to them, obviously they were drinking and intoxicated. I now know that, but it was really, really bad. So I'd done the first reading, and because the noise was so bad, I had obviously asked halfway through the first reading, like, could you please go and ask them to be quiet? So on the turnout of the first person to the second person, I overheard a guy saying, "You all go in, and after he's done, I will insert sweary words." But he was basically going to attack me, take all the money that they paid me, and anything else that I had on me. So the second person comes in, and I'm in absolute fight or flight mode. So I was like, "Excuse me, I really need to run to the bathroom. Would you mind?" And so therefore, she went out. I goes out, opens the door, and across the way is the kitchen, and someone was taking drugs from the countertop. So I go into the bathroom and I just stand there and I'm like, what am I going to do? And I'm like, I don't drive, I need to run, and I'm in a bit of a rough part of town. So I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I come out and I literally throw everything else to the side, grab my tablecloth and wrap my tarot cards in them and stuff them in my satchel. And I go to run, and the woman who was coming in second comes in and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I need to go." And I kind of put my hand up, which I still think was a rude gesture at that point. I just put my hand up and I was like, "I need to go. I'm going to be sick." And I just swung the front door open and I just ran as fast as I could. And I made a phone call and I was like, "You need to come and get me. You need to come and get me." And I just ran. And I don't know if I've ever ran so quick in my entire life. And I just knew that I knew that something bad would have happened, but I was scared of what might happen. And I was thinking then in the past as well, like back in the day, I would be up in someone's attic, like 3 flights up. So it was a massive lesson. The other time, well, that's a part two.